Have you ever woken up one day and said, I feel like reinventing my business? 30 years ago, I reinvented my business, but I think I learned a lot more about the subject when I reinvented my own head. Curious? Let's have ourselves a pocket sized pep talk because these questions and more will be answered.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
I'm not sure how long you've been sitting at your desk wondering, is now the time for a dramatic change? Everyone's mind wanders when it comes to making startling changes and reinventing oneself. I've always been a fan of change and a fan of a quote from the late Professor Bruce Barton, who once said, when you're through changing, you're through. Well, I'm far from through. So I decided to do a little reinventing of my own some years ago. While on vacation with my family, I performed my own personal reinvention and shaved my head. It's amazing how symbolic this rather radical reinvention has been. I say this because, in a sense, these personal emotions mirror the lessons that can be found when reinventing your business. Here are just 3 of those lessons. First, commit to it. When we use words like reinventing, we're not talking about small changes. We're talking about dramatic changes. A partial commitment won't do. These type of changes require a real commitment. Much like shaving your head, there's no interim position. Once you get started, you have to commit to it. Here's another one. Don't be afraid of it. Reinventing your business requires a true commitment to change. If you ever read any of my books, you'll know I'm well aware of the power that fear of change has over all of us. When we consider reinventing our businesses or ourselves, we don't do it because everything's working perfectly. We do it because we've fallen into a rut or we are consumed with the thought of change. There's a little voice in all of us whispering, you think the change might make this better? But what if it makes things worse? Don't do it. You have to shut that voice down and find the courage to make these kinds of changes. Much like shaving your head, it's easy to mask your fear with various stall tactics. Avoid the negative thinking and go for it. Here's another one. Don't judge it too quickly. Reinvention doesn't mean instant gratification. I don't think I ever met a person who was instantly satisfied with a dramatic change. It takes willpower to leave that reinvention alone for a while and give it a chance. Much like shaving your head, it's almost impossible to instantly stop judging the changes you've made. See if you can avoid harping on all the imperfections your reinvention has created and give it some time. Reinventing one's business, or for me, one's head, can be a daunting experience. A difficult comment from a friend or peer can shake you up a bit. However, if you commit to it and get past the fear of it and avoid judging the success of it too quickly, things should work out fine. At least my bald head and I sure hope so.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.